Ladies and gentlemen, it is July 13, Sunday morning. It's currently 7:30 a.m. and just finished up with a client, with the only client today. Good, because I've been working pretty much non-stop as literally every other day. But today I still have a little bit of work to do. Have to write up some meal plans and training plans for some one of my clients, I believe, and I have to write a meal plan for another client. Just waiting on the info, but getting a little more busy lately, which is good and bad, I guess. Bad because I don't have as much free time, essentially, downtime. But I guess good because I'm doing better for myself and building my business, and doing what I love, which is training people and then me training myself and continuing the social media thing, slowly but surely. But yeah, anyways, today in Vegas, it's not too bad right now. What is it? Right now it's about 88, but I believe it was supposed to get up to like 111 today. So now it's clocking in 1 degree lower, but you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. It's supposed to be, where is it? You might have seen it. It's supposed to be 110 today. It's at one point. But I literally just saw something that said it's gonna be like 112 either tomorrow or Tuesday, which is fucking nuts. But hopefully we survive. But anyways, today I wanted to go over, I'm pretty sure I went over a little bit about progressive overload, but I'm not sure if I gave it its own little, shine. So that's what we will be doing this time. So let's talk about a little bit about progressive overload. So progressive overload is essentially doing more or doing better over time. So in a more kind of minute, detail-oriented explanation, it's providing your muscles with more stimulus over time to allow them to adapt and grow. So how do you make your muscles adapt? How do you make your body adapt? So that's you consistently doing a certain weight, certain amount of reps over time. So obviously you've always heard the saying, you're not going to get anywhere doing the same thing every time. You got to change it up a little bit, whatever. But that's the idea. So after you adapt, in order to get to that next level, to progress, you have to do something. You have to change something, some sort of variable. And there's so many kinds of variables when it comes to progressive overload that it's not necessarily always just about lifting more weight. So, for example, if you're benching, let's say, a plate on each side on a barbell, or let's say something more practical, because I've been seeing less and less people doing like a barbell bench press lately, so rightfully so, because it's really like an ego driven exercise, and it's very injury prone. But let's say you're doing a 45 on the dumbbells on each side, and you're doing 10 reps for 2 weeks in a row. Or let's say 1 week you do 9, the next week you do 10. Well, guess what? The week after that, aim for 11, and so on. Keep going, and slowly your body's gonna adapt, and you'll know when it adapted, when it just becomes too easy. And one of the ways to know it's too easy is if you're doing like 13 or more reps, or if you're just doing each rep with ease and it's not a challenge, it's not hard. So at this point, you have to increase the weight. You can't just keep doing that forever. So those are just the two most common ways, doing more reps, doing more weight. But some other more uncommon variables is things like improving your connection with the muscle as you're doing the exercise, meaning mind-muscle connection. Also whether it's taking less rest between sets. So before you're starting a new set, maybe you usually take a minute. Maybe now let's take 45 seconds or 30 seconds. Those are all other ways to improve as well. Whether you hit a plateau or not, a plateau is really driven based off the amount of volume that you're doing and, your recovery. So we've obviously went over this a lot, but pretty much you need to be ensuring your recovery is there. Otherwise, progressive overload will be impossible. So I always like to take 1 day off minimum. 2 days off is good. 3 days off is better for some people. Really, ultimately, it comes down to your schedule and preference and your goal. But, you know, above all this, you just need to make sure you're progressively overloading if your goal is to progress as efficiently as possible. You know, if you want to make the most out of your time, your effort, your energy, and you want to get to your goals faster, and, you know, at a well, I already said that, faster. You need to be doing that. You need to be aiming to do more. And honestly, it adds more quality and value into your training and your whole routine. Like if you're always trying to challenge yourself, you know, if you're never trying to do more, do better, you know, what really are you doing in the gym? Are you just going and being like a robot? You know, there's no fun in that, obviously. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share. And follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Hopefully I can see if I can get some car videos up. I'm not really kind of lost for ideas in terms of the car. Like there's only so much I can show. Like I've already shown the car a good amount, but I do want to get like some specific car videos somehow. I did mention maybe I'll get like a ghost mount or like an Insta360 and attach that shit in the back or something. We'll see. You know, the car doesn't look too bad. I like how it looks so far. But now it's really just getting the boost in. So whether I turbo it or get a little supercharger in, we'll see how it comes. But slowly but surely, right? But see ya.